So I wanted to talk about a really common misconception with spiritual development. And the reason I felt it was really important to address this and talk about it is because it's a very common misconception with new students, people who are freshly beginning their paths or maybe quite far on their path as well. And that is our psychic development and focusing solely on the third eye and the crown chakra. Well, the reality is our psychic capacity and our psychic development is really developed in divine timing. It's also hugely influenced and developed by the other side and assisting us in that expansion. And really, when we are not intentionally maintaining balance within our energetic body and solely focusing on the third eye and the crown chakra, we are actually creating a very heavy concentration of energy within this halo, our third eye and crown halo, and we are not energetically balanced in order to maintain that. So what does that mean? We are essentially focusing all our energy here instead of in harmony and in balance, and we become top heavy. And a top heavy triangle or pyramid has no stability and can topple over at any point. So it's incredibly important that we recognize that it doesn't matter how much we focus on this space will naturally develop in divine timing when it is appropriate for you. What is important is that we're focusing on the energetic balance within our energetic body and beginning with our root and creating a solid foundation energetically for us to withhold that capacity of expansion. We are very similar to a tree. A tree must be grounded and securely rooted in its foundation for it to be able to grow upwards and expand, because if it doesn't, if it has very weak or little roots, it can topple over at any time. So what that means when we energetically focus here and not intentionally focus on the balance of our energetic body, when we become too concentrated here, oftentimes we will be too much in our head. We might get energetic migraines or headaches. We might feel disillusioned or disassociated from the reality. And that is not a clearness of spirit. That is a fogginess of ego in so many ways. So I felt really called to share this because I've witnessed this in so many of my students and in my mentorship sessions where people are like, I just feel like I'm stuck. I'm not expanding. I focused, or even in my Reiki sessions where I can clearly feel and tell there's an imbalance here, that these students have been focusing on trying to be here and get into more of a psychic experience, but they're not getting it. It's because there's not an adequate balance. There's not a solid foundation to expand in this area. So thank you for listening.